I have titled my sermon as Courage and Character Required for the Cause. There is a cause of God, a cause of Christ, which is preeminent in all of our lives. The only purpose of salvation was to take you into heaven. There is no point for you and I to continue to live on the planet Earth. But because God has a very definitive purpose, and this purpose, according to the Bible in Timothy, that this purpose, which is according to God, has been planned and established for you even before time began. Therefore, you carry a high value in your life, or let me rephrase it, you carry God value upon your life. You are made by God, you are made like God, you are made in God, you are made for God. I tell you, your life is extremely valuable. But the devil, what he does is he will try to keep us away from the Lord. He doesn't want to know our God as a Father and Savior. But if perchance somebody gets to know it, and then he brings up his next smoke screen and says, this is the end of it, that's all, be ready to enter into heaven. He will make sure the majority of the people, the born again believers, will never think about the purposes of God in their lives, leave alone living for it. His second battle against you is even more intense, because once when he fought against you to keep you away from the salvation, if he lost in that battle, he lost only you. But if you will walk into the fullness of the purpose of God, and if the devil loses that battle, he's not lost you, he's lost probably a few nations. That is when you walk into the purposes of God. But many a times, humans as we are, with our unrenewed mind, many a times we think about God, we think about the purposes of God with our own human understanding. That is one thing we need to refrain from doing. Now, to fulfill these great purposes of God, what we need is courage, character for the cause. Courage is not an absence of fear. Courage is actually the conquest of fear. Courage means it's not that you are fearless. There was a fear, you conquered it, and then you are courageous. That's biblical courage. Now, we are not comparing ourselves to reality shows. We are not comparing ourselves to the outside world. The world doesn't determine our standard or our values. It is the word of the Lord that defines it. So courage is not an absence of fear. Courage is actually you have conquered the fear. Now, I am not talking about courage here in the sense of conquering fear, in the sense of conquering or anything. But I want to be very specific in my address to you. It is the courage to rise above your failures.